As you definitely know, Epic Games has crossed over with Star Wars again, and Star Wars in Fortnite is here. People are upset with the update. People are happy with the update. I'm here to give my thoughts, and I would love to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with many YouTube channels. Let's talk about the Star Wars update. So, guys, if you've been following the channel, you would know that gameplay-wise, Chapter 4 Season 2 was one of my favorite seasons of all time. I thought the Force Mythics and the lightsabers and the Star Wars crossover that they brought was one of the greatest things that Fortnite has ever done. I was really looking forward to that, and this is where I'm having a really tough time because I set myself up for failure with this one. I don't know if I read it from leakers or heard it from somebody. Regardless, I believed that the Force Mythics were coming back, and this is where I talk about all the time on the channel where you need to have your expectations in check with things, because I've been talking about like how much I've been looking forward to the Star Wars update because I can't wait to play with the Force Push again. That was one of the most fun things I've ever had in Fortnite. I've been waiting for it to return ever since. When the second I heard a Star Wars update, I'm like, oh, please Epic Games, bring back the Force Mythic. So I'm sitting here and it's not here anymore, and I'm like, did I read that wrong, or did I read that from a leaker, or did I just blindly believe that? It's not fair to me to be disappointed with this update because I was expecting the Force Mythics to be back. They're not back, and in comparison to the Force Mythic update, this update doesn't compare at all. So honestly, I think it's a really good lesson for me, and I need to really, what's weird is this is really uncharacteristic for me, because I typically don't blindly believe stuff, and I don't even remember where that information came. Knowing me, I feel like I read it from somebody, but hey, you know what? Information can be wrong. Epic Games can change things. That's my fault. And looking at this update objectively, I think that people are overreacting a little bit, but the frustration is understandable because, again, Epic Games with the Star Wars updates have done so much more than they've done in the past. I'm not going to get into the whole mini battle pass thing with LEGO. That is a bang for your buck. I think just if you want Chewbacca, get it. It's probably going to be cheaper to do it like that anyway. So that's my whole thought on that situation. I think people are blowing that up in proportion, out of proportion, excuse me. Obviously, this update was more LEGO focused, and if you guys would see what they've done in LEGO, it's fantastic. The mini events there, the trailer that it was there, it all looks really awesome, man. It looks really cool. I personally haven't played it. I've watched a lot of Twitch streams, a lot of streamer clips, I mean, that I found, and I like that it's really bringing happiness to the LEGO community. Star Wars fans, they all seem to really like it. I think it's important to note that this update was more focused around LEGO, and the BR players do have an understandable, not hate towards it, but disappointment towards that. Because again, I'm a BR player. We didn't get nearly enough content from the Star Wars that we're used to getting. We got Chewbacca's thing, we got the blaster back. There's not much else to go to it. This update was kind of focusing around LEGO, even Festival. It's understandable for the BR community to be a little bit upset with this. At the end of the day, should we be upset? I don't know, because that is getting into the whole entitlement thing that I usually talk about, where it's like, hey, you know what, BR isn't exactly owed an update, but this is something that Epic Games has done so many times and we're accustomed to it, so it's fair to assume that we would get a lot of content for Star Wars. We're just not getting that. At the end of the day, though, we got a solid update. The crossbow's pretty fun to use. I don't mind the blasters. I don't like that the lightsabers and the Force Mythics aren't there. I think that's a huge missed opportunity. I don't understand why Epic Games wouldn't bring that back. That's like, and that's not even me being salty, okay? That's not even me, like I talked about in the video. My expectations were too high for this update. And it's not fair to me to be upset because my expectations were too high. But even if my expectations were in check for this update, why can't we have the Force Mythics? If I'm not mistaken, that was unanimously loved. It was one of the most fun things Epic Games has ever brought into Fortnite. Darth Maul's mythic, Luke's mythic, or Anakin's mythic, excuse me, Obi-Wan's mythic. Those were so much fun. The clips that came from it, so many people were having fun with it. Lightsaber battles are great. We have Darth Vader. That's not even the fun lightsaber. It is important, though, to remember that this update was focused more around LEGO and Festival. I understand that Epic Games is trying to really bring a lot of players over to that. I get it, and they're doing a great job, but I think that the updates kind of need to be shared. I think that we need to see something similar in Battle Royale. I still want to make a whole video talking about this, but I don't understand why Epic Games is sacrificing things like BR updates, and I don't get why they can't coexist. That's what I want to talk about in the whole video. I don't get why they can't coexist. Why not get another team? Why? And I hate using this because usually the argument's in bad faith, but I don't understand why a billion-dollar company doesn't hire or keep somebody that they may have laid off to kind of work on Battle Royale. Again, I hate using the billion-dollar company argument, but it makes sense in this case because, again, like, people usually use that in bad faith. I don't get it. I don't know why it can't coexist. It doesn't make sense to me. I think that Epic Games is ignoring Battle Royale 2 a little too much right now. I think that at the very least, they could have brought the Force Mythics back. If they would have done that, I'm confident that everybody would have been happy. You know, honestly, because everybody was happy in Chapter 4 Season 2 with the gameplay. I have no reason to believe that they won't be happy again. It's a little bit worrying for the updates of Fortnite, but I'm kind of sitting back too and thinking like, okay, maybe they're still working on balancing things out. Maybe they're trying to get to LEGO to the point of Battle Royale, which I doubt will ever happen. I doubt it, but Epic Games is a fantastic company. They have built Fortnite to become the greatest game that it is. They could do the same thing with LEGO and Festival. I just don't think it's going to compare to Battle Royale personally. But then again, who am I to sit here and say that? This is tough to think about, man, because there's so many different variables coming to this update. Because it's a solid update. We got a new weapon. Game's still fun, right? I'm enjoying the gameplay. I don't know about you guys. The content's here. We got content. It's just in the other modes. I'm having trouble deciding whether it's fair to be a little bit disappointed with this update. Again, and something that also I don't want to make a video on is a tweet from Jojo Josiah talking about this update specifically. I'm probably going to make that in a few days, but there's so much content that I want to talk about, guys. This is where I'll leave it up to you, okay? I want to know what you guys think about this update. Do you think it's fair to be disappointed with this Battle Royale update? Because, again, we did get content. Is it fair to be disappointed if we didn't get enough content than LEGO? I'm kind of thinking, like, it's really tough. I don't know. Again, please, let me know what you guys think down below, because this was a LEGO-focused update. Is it fair as a BR player to be disappointed with that? It's definitely not fair to just go, Epic Games, what's going on? You're killing the game. You know, it's definitely not warranted an outrage, but I'm having a little bit of trouble with this one, and I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Usually I'm quite opinionated, but I'm not this time around. Thank you very much for being here, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Check out the video on screen right now. I'll see you over there. Take care.